In 2150, humanity reached a pivotal moment in its history, marked by a daring, unprecedented initiative to establish contact with potential extraterrestrial civilizations. Across the globe, the governments of Earth, spurred by both a burgeoning curiosity about the cosmos and a shared sense of impending vulnerability, converged to send a potent, deliberate message into the depths of space. The transmission, succinct yet bold, bore a simple declaration: "We are waiting for you." This message was laden with dual implications, both a welcoming gesture and a subtle warning of readiness. It was an invitation extended to the universe, projecting Earth's readiness to engage with the unknown. This grand gesture was the result of intense collaboration among nations, facilitated by the newly formed United Earth Defense Initiative, UED. The UEDI was a testament to a newfound global unity, representing a coalition of Earth's greatest minds and resources pooled together to address the potential of extraterrestrial contact. The initiative didn't just manage the transmission, it also spearheaded the transformation of Earth into a fortified celestial body. Massive investments flowed into defense technologies, with advancements in aerospace engineering, quantum computing, and artificial intelligence accelerating at an unprecedented pace. Orbital platforms were the first to manifest this new direction, as dozens of satellites were launched into the stratosphere. These were no ordinary satellites, but part of an integrated defense and communication network designed to detect, communicate, and, if necessary, engage with incoming extraterrestrial objects. Each satellite was equipped with advanced sensors and armed with defensive systems capable of deploying kinetic impactors and directed energy weapons. On the surface, urban landscapes transformed almost overnight. In major cities around the world, new structures sprouted up, towering over old buildings and serving dual purposes of civil defense and public reassurance. Anti-aircraft systems and missile silos became part of urban architectures, subtly integrated into the very fabric of city planning. Beneath the streets, governments expanded secret bunkers and command centers, preparing for scenarios that once belonged in science fiction. The cultural impact of the warning, as the transmission came to be known, was profound. It permeated every aspect of human life, influencing art, literature, and cinema, and sparking a renaissance of space-related science and education. Schools introduced new curricula focusing on astrobiology and interstellar communications, while universities developed programs dedicated to the study of xenolinguistics and extraterrestrial diplomacy. Amid this surge of preparation and anticipation, there were voices of dissent and concern. Ethicists and philosophers debated the wisdom of such a bold outreach, pondering the potential consequences of inviting unknown entities into our cosmic backyard. Meanwhile, conspiracy theories and doomsday prophecies proliferated, fueled by the fear of the unknown. However, these were largely overshadowed by a prevailing sentiment of inevitability and excitement about the prospects of making first contact. As Earth readied itself, the people of the world looked to the stars with a mix of fear, anticipation, and hope. Humanity had not only announced its presence, but also its intention to be a significant player in the cosmic arena. This collective gaze upward marked a new chapter in human history, waiting for the universe to respond to its bold invitation, signaling that Earth was no longer just a passive observer in the galaxy, but an active, prepared participant in the cosmic dialogue. The message was clear and resonant. We are here, we are waiting, and we are ready. 10 years after the historic transmission that declared Earth's readiness to the cosmos, the response finally came. Not in the form of a message, but as an unmistakable, tangible presence. A sleek metallic spacecraft, unlike anything humanity had ever encountered, entered the solar system. Its approach was silent yet assertive, cutting through the vacuum of space with precision and purpose. This vessel bore no resemblance to the bulky, compartmentalized designs of human spacecraft. Instead, it was seamless, almost organic in appearance, suggesting a level of technological sophistication far beyond human capabilities. As the alien craft approached, Earth's global monitoring systems went into high alert. The orbital defense network, a crown of technological achievement encircling the planet, tracked every movement of the incoming vessel with unblinking vigilance. Telescopes, both terrestrial and spaceborne, focused on the visitor. capturing every detail for analysis. The world watched in a mix of awe and anxiety. This was the moment humanity had been preparing for, the very scenario the United Earth Defense Initiative had anticipated. The spacecraft made no hostile moves, yet its mere presence was enough to cause global unrest. Emergency meetings were convened by world leaders, military commanders, and scientific advisors, all deliberating on the best course of action. Communication attempts were made repeatedly, broadcasting in every conceivable language and format, from radio signals to complex mathematical sequences, in hopes of establishing a dialogue. Finally, the alien craft responded. It transmitted a signal that, once decoded, expressed peaceful intentions and a request for a meeting. The message was concise, indicating that the visitors, who identified themselves as the Valaris, had come in response to Earth's invitation. They sought to engage in an exchange of knowledge and culture, to learn from humanity as much as to share their own insights. Despite their peaceful overture, the arrival of the Valaris sparked a whirlwind of reactions across the globe. Governments hesitated, torn between the curiosity to learn more and the primal fear of the unknown. The public opinion was divided. Some advocated for open communication, seeing it as a monumental opportunity for advancement and peace, while others feared deception, suspecting a Trojan horse strategy that could lead to an invasion or subjugation. With the eyes of the world upon them, Earth's leaders made a decision. They would meet the Valaris, but under strict conditions. The rendezvous point was set in an isolated location, a specially designed facility in the Nevada desert, heavily guarded and equipped with every conceivable precaution. It was remote enough to contain any potential threat, yet accessible enough to allow for a controlled diplomatic encounter. As preparations for the historic meeting went underway, specialists from various fields were summoned. Linguists, diplomats, scientists, and military strategists worked around the clock, preparing for all possible scenarios. Meanwhile, security measures were enhanced, not just at the meeting site but globally, as governments prepared for any possible outcome. The day of the meeting arrived, laden with tension and historic significance. As the Valaris ship descended, its appearance broadcasted worldwide, humanity held its breath. The outcome of this meeting would not only define the future of Earth's relationship with the Valaris, but potentially set the tone for all future interstellar interactions. Earth was about to open a new chapter in its history, one that could herald an era of unprecedented intergalactic diplomacy, or plunge it into a crisis of unimaginable proportions. The stakes were immense, the possibilities limitless. On the appointed day, under the clear desert sky, the Valaris craft made a silent descent, its hull reflecting the sun's rays with a metallic sheen that seemed almost ethereal. The world watched via live feeds as this sleek alien vessel touched down gently on Earth's soil, a historic moment that felt both surreal and momentous. Representatives from the United Earth Defense Initiative, along with selected diplomats and top scientists, stood ready at the designated meeting facility, their faces a mix of solemnity and concealed excitement. The air was thick with tension as the hatch of the alien craft began to open. A ramp descended slowly, and from it emerged the Valaris. To the surprise of the human onlookers, the aliens bore a resemblance to humanity, yet with distinct differences that underscored their extraterrestrial origin. They were taller, with elongated limbs and features that were graceful yet imposing. Their skin had a subtle luminescence, and their eyes, larger and more expressive than human eyes, reflected a deep, intelligent awareness. The leader of the Valaris delegation, who introduced himself as Elion, stepped forward with a composed demeanor. His first words, spoken through a translation device, were of peace and gratitude for Earth's hospitality. "We come in response to your call, and with hopes of building a bridge between our worlds," Elion said, his voice resonating with a calm authority that seemed to ease some of the tension in the air. The initial interactions were cautious yet cordial. The humans and Valaris exchanged greetings and formalities, each side observing the other with an intense curiosity. The Earth representatives were eager to establish a foundational relationship based on mutual respect and cooperation. They discussed potential areas of collaboration, including technology exchange, scientific research, and cultural enrichment. As the meetings progressed over several days, a series of presentations and dialogues unfolded. The Valaris shared insights into their technology, which was advanced in ways humanity had only theorized about. They demonstrated their capabilities in energy efficiency, space travel, and even medical sciences, offering glimpses into their methods of using biotechnology and quantum mechanics. Humanity, in return, showcased its own achievements and the rich diversity of Earth's cultures. The Valaris were particularly fascinated by human art, music, and the concept of individual creativity, aspects of human life they found uniquely enriching. Despite the awe and enthusiasm that these exchanges fostered, a layer of diplomatic and security concerns persisted. The UEDI maintained a vigilant stance, monitoring all interactions closely. There were private sessions among Earth's leaders, where strategies were formed to ensure that the opening of Earth's doors to the Valaris did not compromise planetary security or human autonomy. Simultaneously, the global public's reaction was mixed, ranging from optimism about the new interstellar relationship to fears of alien domination or exploitation. Media outlets around the world buzzed with debates and speculative discussions about the implications of this first contact. Social media platforms became arenas for vigorous discussions, with various groups advocating for greater openness and others cautioning against naive trust. As the initial meetings concluded, both sides agreed to establish a formal liaison office, a first step towards a more structured interstellar partnership. This office would facilitate ongoing dialogue, coordinate joint projects, and manage the delicate balance between openness and caution. The Valaris agreed to a gradual approach, respecting humanity's need for security and gradual adaptation to this new cosmic reality. The historic week ended with a public address by Elian and Earth's lead diplomat, broadcast globally, outlining the hopeful future and the agreed-upon paths forward. They spoke of a new era, one where Earth was no longer isolated in the universe, but was stepping into a broader community of intelligent life, with all the opportunities and challenges that such a step entailed. Despite the positive public facade and the hopeful words exchanged during the official meetings, underlying tensions began to surface as Earth adapted to its new relationship with the Valaris. While many in the global community embraced the opportunities for technological advancement and cultural exchange, a significant portion of the population harbored deep-seated mistrust and fear towards the alien visitors. The anxieties were not without cause. Incidents of miscommunication and cultural misunderstanding started to emerge. One such event occurred when a Valaris healing device, initially intended as a diplomatic gift, caused a panic during its demonstration. The device, which used high-frequency sonic waves to promote cellular regeneration, was mistaken for a weapon when it accidentally caused structural damage to a nearby building due to its uncalibrated power settings. The incident, though quickly resolved and explained, fueled widespread unease and speculation. Sensational headlines and conspiracy theories multiplied, painting the Valaris as covert invaders with hidden agendas. Protest groups formed, rallying against further interactions with the Valaris and demanding transparency in all extraterrestrial communications and treaties. These movements gained traction, particularly on social media platforms, where viral videos and charismatic leaders stirred public sentiment against the alien presence. Governments around the world faced a precarious balancing act. They needed to harness the benefits of the new technologies and knowledge brought by the Valaris, while also addressing the security concerns and fears of their citizens. Security protocols were tightened around all Valaris-related facilities and meetings. Intelligence agencies were put on high alert, tasked with investigating every aspect of Valaris technology and intentions. Amid this charged atmosphere, a more severe incident unfolded. A human activist group, believing they were preempting an alien takeover, launched a violent attack on a facility where Valaris and human scientists were collaborating on energy research. The attack resulted in casualties on both sides and a significant setback in relations. The Valaris, who had thus far maintained a demeanor of peaceful intent, now faced their own internal pressures to retaliate or withdraw from Earth. The governments of Earth were quick to condemn the attack, and arrests were made swiftly. High-level meetings were convened to salvage the diplomatic progress that had been made. Earth's leaders publicly reaffirmed their commitment to peaceful coexistence and collaboration with the Valaris, but the damage had been done. Skepticism and fear had seeded themselves deeply, not only among the human population, but also within segments of the Valaris delegation. In response to the growing unrest, Earth's leaders implemented several measures aimed at regaining public trust. These included greater transparency in all extraterrestrial dealings, a public review of all technologies and agreements shared with the Valaris, and increased public engagement through media and educational programs designed to promote understanding and dispel myths about the aliens. Meanwhile, the Valaris, understanding the fragile nature of their relationship with humanity, opted for a strategy of increased openness. They hosted open days at their Earth-based facilities, where humans could learn about their technology and culture directly. They participated in televised interviews and cultural exchange programs, sharing their history, philosophy, and visions for the future. As Earth navigated this complex web of fear, curiosity, and potential, the foundational bonds between the two species were tested. The initial excitement of first contact had given way to a more nuanced, often challenging reality of interstellar diplomacy. Both Earth and the Valaris were learning that beyond the marvel of technological and scientific exchange lay the intricate, delicate task of building trust and understanding across worlds. The fragility of Earth's nascent alliance with the Valaris was tested once again when a major misunderstanding threatened to unravel the delicate threads of trust that had been carefully woven between the two civilizations. The incident, which would later be known as the Catalyst event, began innocuously as a cultural exchange program aimed at deepening mutual understanding through shared experiences and education. During one such session, a Valaris cultural artifact was mistakenly interpreted as a spying device by a group of human technicians. The artifact, in reality, was a sophisticated communication tool that allowed the Valaris to share thoughts and emotions telepathically within their community, a fundamental aspect of Valaris social interaction and harmony. However, its complex bioelectronic interfaces and unfamiliar energy emissions led to panic among the technicians who discovered it, inciting fears of invasive surveillance. This misunderstanding was rapidly escalated up the chain of command, with incomplete information and speculative interpretations outpacing facts. Media outlets caught wind of the story, and within hours headlines declaring an alien espionage attempt were circulating globally. Public opinion, already on a knife edge due to past incidents, veered towards outrage and fear. Protests erupted in major cities, with calls to expel the Valaris delegation and terminate all diplomatic ties. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, Earth's leaders and the Valaris Council convened an emergency summit to address the crisis. Forensic investigations were launched, involving experts in alien technology and cultural practices. As the true nature of the artifact was slowly and meticulously unraveled, it became clear that what had been feared as a tool of espionage was indeed a benign and integral component of Valaris culture. The revelation brought a mixed response. While it calmed some fears, it also highlighted the profound gaps in understanding that existed between the two species. Earth's leaders, chastened by the near-disastrous consequences of the misunderstanding, took proactive steps to prevent such occurrences in the future. They established a new bi-species liaison office, tasked with overseeing and verifying all cultural and technological exchanges. This office was equipped with experts in xenology, linguistics, and intercultural relations, ensuring that all shared materials and information underwent rigorous scrutiny and contextualization before being publicly disclosed. In an effort to repair the damage and rebuild trust, the Valaris invited a delegation of human scientists, politicians, and cultural leaders to visit their spacecraft. This visit was broadcast live, showcasing the Valaris' transparency and their eagerness to foster understanding. During the broadcast, viewers on Earth were given a tour of the Valaris ship, including demonstrations of the misinterpreted artifact in its everyday use, emphasizing its importance in Valaris culture and social cohesion. Moreover, the incident spurred an initiative for an interstellar cultural festival, hosted on Earth, where the Valaris and humans could celebrate and share their cultural heritage, arts, and philosophies in a spirit of fellowship and learning. The festival was a resounding success, attended by thousands from around the globe, and served as a poignant reminder of the potential for unity and the risks of misunderstanding. Through these concerted efforts, what had begun as a crisis evolved into a pivotal turning point, reinforcing the necessity of patience, open communication, and cultural sensitivity in the burgeoning relationship between Earth and its first interstellar ally. The catalyst event, while initially a source of strife, ultimately became a lesson in the challenges and rewards of navigating relationships across the stars. Amidst the growing tensions and newfound alliances on Earth, a clandestine operation was set into motion, sparked by lingering suspicions within certain factions of the human military and intelligence community. These groups harbored doubts about the Valaris' intentions, fueled by the series of miscommunications and the sophisticated nature of Valaris technology, which seemed to hold capabilities far beyond what was openly shared. Concerned about potential hidden agendas, a covert team composed of elite operatives from various global intelligence agencies was assembled to discreetly investigate the Valaris. This secret team, codenamed Operation Stellar Shadow, was tasked with infiltrating the Valaris spacecraft that remained in orbit around Earth. The operatives were experts in espionage, cyber warfare, and xenotechnologies, and they underwent rigorous training to prepare for the mission. Their goal was to gather definitive evidence about the true purpose of the Valaris visit to Earth, exploring parts of the ship that were off-limits during public tours, and examining any data streams that could be quietly accessed. The operation commenced under the veil of night. The operatives, equipped with state-of-the-art stealth technology and wearing suits designed to mimic the textural and thermal properties of the Valaris ship's interior, boarded a specially modified shuttle. The shuttle, which had been developed in top secrecy, featured the latest in cloaking and silent propulsion technologies, allowing it to dock with the Valaris spacecraft without alerting its sensors. Once aboard, the team split into two groups. The first focused on infiltrating the ship's central data hub, intending to download as much information as possible. This included communications logs, navigational data, and any details regarding other Valaris missions or their governmental structure. The second group explored the engineering and medical sections, searching for any technologies that had not been disclosed to Earth's governments or that could potentially be used for militaristic purposes. As the first group penetrated the data systems, they encountered an unexpected level of complexity in the Valaris security protocols. However, thanks to the preparatory work of some of Earth's finest cyber intelligence experts, they managed to navigate through the initial layers of digital security. What they discovered was startling. Not plans for invasion or covert surveillance, but extensive research into human culture, languages, and environmental challenges facing Earth. It appeared that the Valaris were genuinely striving to understand humanity deeply, possibly to aid in addressing global issues such as climate change and resource scarcity. Meanwhile, the second group made an equally surprising discovery. In the medical bay, they found advanced biomedical equipment and pharmaceuticals capable of treating diseases that were currently incurable on Earth. There were also extensive studies on human physiology and genetics, suggesting that the Valaris had been considering how to adapt their medical technologies for human benefit without causing adverse reactions. With their mission complete, the operatives exfiltrated the ship, leaving behind no trace of their intrusion. The information they gathered was debriefed to a select group of Earth's leaders and top military officials. The revelations from Operation Stellar Shadow presented a complex picture. While it confirmed that the Valaris held no immediate hostile intentions, it also underscored the vast technological gap between the two civilizations and the potential vulnerabilities this could create for Earth. Faced with these findings, Earth's leaders had to make critical decisions about how to proceed with their extraterrestrial relations. Should they confront the Valaris with the knowledge gained from the covert operation, or should they use it to negotiate a more balanced exchange of technology and knowledge? The choices made in the coming days would significantly shape the future trajectory of Earth's interstellar diplomacy. Following the covert operations conducted by Earth's elite intelligence team, the wealth of data recovered from the Valaris spacecraft had profound implications. The leaders of Earth were faced with a moral and strategic dilemma: how to proceed with the knowledge that the Valaris, while not outwardly hostile, had withheld information regarding their deep and comprehensive studies of human society and biology. A pivotal, high-stakes meeting was convened among Earth's top leaders, military commanders, and strategic advisors to discuss the revelations and their potential impact on Earth-Valaris relations. The discourse was intense and divided. Some argued for immediate and transparent discussions with the Valaris, believing that honesty would foster trust and lead to a mutually beneficial relationship. Others advocated for a more guarded approach, suggesting that Earth leverage the newly discovered information to secure better terms in technology sharing and cultural exchange, thereby safeguarding Earth's interests in the face of a technologically superior civilization. The decision was made to invite the Valaris to a diplomatic summit under the guise of furthering cooperation, but with the hidden agenda of subtly confronting them about the findings. The summit would be a test of the Valaris' transparency and intentions towards Earth. As the Valaris delegation arrived, tension permeated the air, with both parties aware that the upcoming discussions would be crucial in shaping the future. Earth's representatives opened the dialogue with a carefully crafted blend of diplomatic cordiality and veiled assertiveness. They presented some of the benign findings as a gesture of goodwill and curiosity about the advanced Valaris technologies that could potentially benefit Earth. To the surprise of many, Elian, the leader of the Valaris delegation, responded with unexpected candor. He revealed that the extensive studies and data collection were standard procedure for the Valaris when encountering new civilizations. Their primary directive was to ensure that any deeper engagement with other species would not inadvertently harm either party due to biological or cultural misunderstandings. Elian apologized for any perception of secrecy or deceit, explaining that their intentions were to fully disclose their findings once a foundation of trust and mutual respect was established. This revelation prompted a mixed reaction. While some Earth leaders felt reassured of the Valaris' intentions, others remained skeptical, concerned about the asymmetry of knowledge and power. The discussions moved deeper into the issues of transparency, consent, and equality in the sharing of knowledge and technology. Progress was made when the Valaris agreed to a new framework of interaction. This framework included the establishment of a joint Earth-Valaris research facility where information, technology, and cultural insights could be shared openly under the supervision of both parties. Additionally, the Valaris offered to assist Earth in several of its most pressing environmental and health issues, using technologies that were previously undisclosed. As the summit concluded, the atmosphere was cautiously optimistic. A new treaty was drafted, reflecting a balanced approach to cooperation, ensuring that both Earth and the Valaris had equal stakes and visibility into each other's research and developments. The agreement was seen as a landmark achievement, potentially a turning point towards a stable and prosperous interstellar alliance. In the days following the summit, the public was informed of the major outcomes, with careful emphasis on the mutual benefits and reinforced safeguards. Global opinion was generally positive, buoyed by the prospects of tangible advancements in technology and healthcare resulting from Valaris cooperation. However, the path ahead remained complex, with ongoing debates about the implications of such a deep integration with an alien civilization. The leaders of Earth remained vigilant, aware that the journey to a true and equal partnership would require constant negotiation, patience, and a robust framework of trust and verification. The aftermath of the diplomatic summit brought a new era of cautious optimism and strategic cooperation between Earth and the Valaris. The establishment of the joint research facility, located in a neutral zone in the Swiss Alps, symbolized a significant leap toward genuine collaboration. This facility, dubbed the Terra Valaris Harmony Institute, became a beacon of interstellar partnership, equipped with the latest technologies from both civilizations and staffed by top scientists and researchers from Earth and Valaris alike. The institute was structured to be transparent in its operations, with live feeds allowing the public and officials from both sides to observe the ongoing activities. This level of openness was unprecedented and served to reassure skeptics that both parties were committed to mutual benefits. The research conducted at the institute covered areas such as energy sustainability, medical advancements, environmental restoration, and even joint space exploration initiatives. It became a hub of innovation and learning, attracting scholars and experts from around the globe. As tangible benefits from the institute began to materialize, public perception shifted more favorably towards the Valaris. Breakthroughs in medical research led to the development of new treatments for diseases that had plagued humanity for decades, while advances in environmental technologies offered viable solutions to climate change, which had become an existential threat to Earth. The collaboration in space technology also flourished, with combined missions exploring deeper into the solar system than ever before. However, the deepening alliance also faced challenges and tests. A significant incident occurred when a prototype quantum reactor, developed jointly at the Institute, malfunctioned during a demonstration. The reactor, which promised to provide near-limitless clean energy, experienced a containment failure that resulted in a temporary evacuation of the facility. Though there were no casualties and the situation was quickly brought under control, the incident sparked a flurry of media coverage and public concern over the safety of alien technologies. In response, the leadership of the Terra Valaris Harmony Institute held a series of press conferences and public forums to explain the mishap. They detailed the measures taken to prevent future occurrences and emphasized the inherent risks and challenges in pioneering new technologies. This transparent approach helped mitigate fears and demonstrated the commitment of the Valaris and Earth to hold themselves accountable to the highest safety and ethical standards. Beyond the technical collaborations, cultural exchanges also flourished. Earth hosted its first interstellar cultural festival, where Valaris arts, music, and traditions were showcased alongside human cultures. The festival was a resounding success, drawing crowds in the millions and broadcasting globally. It served as a powerful reminder of the richness and diversity of both cultures and the potential for deeper societal integration. The alliance, however, was not without its detractors. Some factions within both the human and Valaris communities remained deeply suspicious of the other's intentions. These groups often highlighted incidents like the reactor malfunction as evidence of potential dangers. Earth's leaders and the Valaris Council had to continuously engage with these communities, employing a mixture of public outreach and private diplomacy to address concerns and build a broader consensus for the partnership. As years passed, the alliance between Earth and the Valaris became a cornerstone of a new interstellar political landscape. Other civilizations, observing the success of the Earth-Valaris partnership, expressed interest in joining this new alliance, expanding the potential for a peaceful and cooperative galactic federation. The foundation laid by the initial wary encounters had evolved into a complex, robust network of alliances, promising a future where Earth was no longer an isolated actor, but a pivotal leader in a multi-civilizational dialogue. The journey had been fraught with challenges, but the enduring commitment to mutual understanding and shared progress had paved the way for a new chapter in cosmic history. As the relationship between Earth and the Valaris solidified, the fruits of their collaboration were evident not just in technological and cultural advances, but also in the increasingly intertwined social dynamics of both species. This period of integration, known as the era of confluence, saw a significant shift in interspecies relations, with humans and Valaris frequently traveling to each other's worlds, engaging in educational programs, and even participating in joint governance initiatives. The Terra Valaris Harmony Institute had catalyzed a wave of joint ventures. Cities on Earth began to incorporate Valaris architectural designs, which emphasized harmony with the environment, utilizing advanced materials that were both sustainable and self-repairing. Valaris cities, meanwhile, adopted human cultural elements, opening venues for human art and music, and celebrating human festivals alongside their own. This exchange enriched both cultures, leading to a renaissance in arts and philosophy. Educational exchanges were particularly transformative. The Valaris introduced humans to new ways of thinking about physics and metaphysics, pushing human understanding of the universe to new depths. Human educators brought insights into politics, ethics, and the arts, which intrigued the Valaris, who had little in the way of political strife in their history. Universities became melting pots of ideas and innovation, with joint degrees and research programs that prepared students for life and work in both societies. This period also saw the establishment of the Interspecies Council, a governing body designed to oversee and facilitate interactions between Earth and the Valaris, as well as other civilizations that had started to express interest in joining the alliance. The Council worked to ensure that laws and policies were fair and beneficial to all parties, navigating complex issues like rights, resource sharing, and jurisdiction, with a focus on justice and equity. However, the deepening ties also exposed deeper societal challenges. Integration was not seamless. There were incidents of prejudice and discrimination, as some humans and Valaris struggled with the rapid changes. To address these issues, the Interspecies Council set up mediation and education programs aimed at fostering understanding and respect among the populations. These programs highlighted the common values and aspirations shared by both species, emphasizing cooperation over conflict. One of the landmark projects was the construction of the Unity space station, positioned in neutral territory between Earth and the Valaris homeworld. The station served as a microcosm of the Alliance's aspirations, featuring joint research facilities, cultural exchange centers, and diplomatic meeting rooms. It was a symbol of peace and a practical tool for fostering direct interaction between many different species. The Unity space station also hosted annual summits, where leaders from Earth, Valaris, and other civilizations discussed important issues such as interstellar law, peacekeeping, and the expansion of the Alliance to include more alien races. These summits were broadcasted across all member planets, ensuring transparency and public engagement in the growing interstellar community. As the era of confluence matured, the mutual benefits became undeniable. Earth had advanced more rapidly than at any other time in its history, and the Valaris, too, found their lives enriched by human creativity and passion. The blending of the two cultures reached a point where a new shared identity began to emerge, one that was celebrated during the annual Festival of Stars, a galaxy-wide event that marked the anniversary of the first contact. The Alliance, initially born out of cautious diplomacy and strategic necessity, had grown into a vibrant shared community. The bridges built between Earth and the Valaris served as a model for other civilizations, demonstrating that while the road to unity could be challenging, the outcomes justified the journey. The foundations laid during these transformative years promised to support a future where diversity was not just accepted, but cherished as a source of strength and innovation. As the dawn of a new decade approached, the alliance between Earth and the Valaris had reshaped not only the political landscape of the galaxy, but also the existential philosophy of both civilizations. The integration and mutual respect fostered through years of cooperation had led to a dynamic era known as the Galactic Enlightenment, a time when shared knowledge and combined efforts began to solve some of the most daunting challenges facing sentient beings across multiple worlds. The Terra Valaris Harmony Institute had evolved into the Galactic Academy of Sciences, an institution that now included representatives and scholars from multiple allied species. Here, groundbreaking research on faster-than-light travel was nearing completion, promising to shrink the vast distances of space even further, opening up new realms of exploration and interaction. This technology, a direct result of the intermingling of human ingenuity and Valaris precision, was poised to be the most significant advancement since the inception of the Alliance. On Earth and Valaris, cities had transformed into models of interstellar culture and technology. Earth's major urban centers showcased districts where Valaris architecture blended seamlessly with human design, creating living environments that were both sustainable and aesthetically revolutionary. On the Valaris homeworld, humans brought diverse cultural influences that enriched local traditions, leading to a vibrant public life filled with new forms of art, music, and entertainment that were once unimaginable. The changes were not confined to urban developments or scientific advancements. The societal structures of both Earth and Valaris had undergone profound transformations. Governments had adapted to include various alien species in their advisory boards, ensuring that policies and decisions reflected the diverse needs and perspectives of all citizens. Education systems taught young minds not only about their own history and science, but also about the cultures and technologies of their interstellar neighbors. However, the true testament to the success of the Alliance was visible in the daily lives of ordinary citizens who now lived and worked alongside aliens as colleagues, friends, and even family members. Interspecies relationships, once a rarity, had become common, enriching families with new traditions and hybrid identities. The social fabric of both civilizations had become a colorful tapestry, reflective of a broader, more inclusive community. The media, once a battleground for fear-mongering about alien contact, now thrived on stories of cooperation and shared victories. Documentaries about life on different worlds, co-hosted by human and alien journalists, were wildly popular, offering everyone a window into the wonders of their expanded universe. Virtual reality experiences allowed people to explore distant planets from the comfort of their homes, fostering a sense of belonging to a larger cosmos. As Earth celebrated the 25th anniversary of first contact with the Valaris, the Galactic Council declared the day a universal holiday, known as Harmony Day, celebrated across all allied planets. It was a day of joyful festivities, marked by parades, shared meals, and a sky filled with spectacular displays of lights, some natural, some the result of clever alien technologies. The narrative of Earth and its place in the universe had forever changed. No longer the isolated blue dot in the void, Earth was now a pivotal hub in a thriving network of civilizations, each bringing their unique qualities to the Alliance, yet all united in their desire for peace and progress. The initial message of "We are waiting for you" had evolved into "We are here for you," a declaration of Earth's role as a steadfast partner in the galactic community, ready to face whatever challenges the future held, together. As the new dawn rose, it cast light not only on Earth but also on the limitless possibilities that lay ahead in this shared future of a truly united universe.